All right. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Kol Haloyim, Alahaya now, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rechak Badash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, who we learn his knowledge, wisdom, and truth from. Shalom to Bakarian, which means peace to the elect. Slaka Maka Ma from the Virginia branch of Great Millstone. And I wanted to wait a little bit to put my 2 cents in on vocab coming to the camp. You know, I personally wasn't at that camp that day. I actually went to the other Virginia camp the day before in Richmond. The camp vocab came to is the Norfolk site. You know, we're all at the same camp, but certain brothers teach in Richmond, certain brothers teach in Norfolk. And we spread out through the from the 757 to the 804. But the brother Baya basically dialogue with vocab, and the same outcome happened as it always does. Vocab is definitely I can't even call him a cunning snake because like we see what's happening, but at the end of the day, just like Apostle Tahar told us, there's no point in going back and forth with debating with this guy because it's going to be the same outcome. He's still going to have his agenda, and we're still going to stick to our doctrine because we believe in our doctrine to be the 100% truth. It's good for edification, but at the end of the day, you waste your breath with this guy because brothers brought out the videos that he's an agent, man. He's an agent for the FBI slash Jesuit people, whatever, you know, and you basically wasting your time because he has a job to do, and that's to bring light to us so we could be noticed by the people that the powers that be, and also to try to you know demonize us and try to make us look like we're not the true children of the Most High, even though Spirit bear itself, the Spirit bear witness that we are. So I just want to get a couple scriptures, you know, um, to back what I'm saying up. First thing I want to do is go to Sirach. We're gonna go to Apocrypha. This is Sirach, chapter 6. And if I have to cut off, I'll cut it off and come back to it because I am at the plantation. I'm by myself right now, but you know, Satan likes to pop up when you're doing a lesson. So this is Sirach 6 and Sirach 6 and 4. It says, "A wicked soul shall destroy him that have it, and shall make him to be laughed at to scorn of his enemies." And we know vocab is of the wicked, pursuing to Job 9 and 24. His people go back to Amalek. He could talk all that Sicilian stuff all he want, but you know, we read his spirit and we know what it is. So it says, "A wicked soul shall destroy him that have it, and shall make him to be laughed to scorn of his enemies." And that goes twofold because he's trying to get people, to laugh at us, and mock us and make us feel like, we're crazy, we're bugged out. But the scriptures say, hey, we're fools for Yahweh Shah's sake. So, we don't care what the 2/3 and the rest of the nations feel about it. So we only concerned with the elect, waking up the elect. But, if we're, using true wisdom, we're going to let him do whatever he need to do. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He is Esau, man. He's supposed to come against us and try to, you know, demonize us and make us look less than what we truly are. We ain't worried about him, man. He could keep doing it, whatever he want to do, you know. I'm not saying that you can't debate this guy because, hey, we supposed to prophesy to the wind if nobody's around. So, it's nothing wrong with edifying people, but, you know, like I said, you're really wasting your breath with this guy because, like the brother had him, I think he went to Acts, the second chapter, I believe, and he started at 8, but the brother told him to go to 5, and he didn't want to go to verse 5, you know. All through the scriptures to tell you that Israel shall be saved, not these other nations. Like the brother told him to be nation specific, and he didn't. He danced around. He asked the question with a question, and then on top of that, he said we do Hebrew hopscotch, but he led with the same rhetoric. He brought out his Acts 5:8, and then he went to another chapter. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I want to say Psalms. I might be wrong. Proverbs maybe, but that's neither here nor there. You know, he basically did what he tries to get on us about, and that's how the scriptures told you. Scriptures say it's supposed to be read line upon line, precept upon precept. So you're supposed to go back and forth to back each precept up. You know, this is Sirach 8:3, and it says, "Strive not with a man that is full of tongue, and heap not wood upon his fire." So you know, this guy he just wants to talk. He didn't. He tried to over talk us, and we're the teachers. He walked up to our campsite. You know what I mean? And you know, all you by going back and forth, all doing is rounding him up, is heaping wood to his fire. You know, he's just talking to talk, just to fulfill his agenda. He ain't no real so-called Christian. He's just doing what he's being paid to do, and he's admitted it. You know, and in this case, he's full of tongue because he didn't want to. He didn't really want to have a debate or converse. He wanted to dictate his point. You know, he didn't want to get anything any wisdom out of that. You know, so it's best, like I said, it's best to just let him do what he do. You know, he is Eve. We don't get mad at Eve. You know, we understand that he's the wicked and he's our adversary. If anything, we get upset about our own people that's still stuck in their ways. You know, this is Wisdom Solomon chapter 5, verse 14. Salakia. And it reads, "For the hope of the ungodly is like dust that is blown away with the wind." And that's what the vocab is. He's not of the children of the Most High. You know, he is of the wicked. He's of the ungodly. It's like dust that is blown away with the wind, like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm. You know, and that's that's point blank. Period. You know what I mean? The hope of the wicked, they hope that they'll stay on top and we'll stay the meat. And we'll still stay believing that we're African Americans or descendants of Africa, or we'll be niggas, or we'll be Muslims, or whatever you believe in. They want us to be whatever we want to be, as long as we don't realize who we truly are. And that's the children of Yasha Allah, man. Point blank, period. That's their hope. But hey, what the scripture say? In the place, roughly paraphrasing, in the place that it said, "You are not my people," then you will truly believe that you are the sons of the living God. You know, roughly paraphrasing. You know, let me get a couple more scriptures. I'm not gonna make this long because there's really no point. This guy's he's got a job to do, and he's gonna continue to do it until the Lord finally says, "All right, um, let me send my only begotten son to clean this thing up." You know, this is 1 Corinthians 14:38, and it reads, "But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant." So clearly, vocab is being ignorant. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta let him do his thing, man. You know what I mean? And even if he does know, he's still being ignorant because he's choosing to go against what the truth is. And I truly believe he knows that we are the true Israelites. I truly believe he knows that because he's not a dummy. You know what I'm saying? He's been going against all these different camps, and especially Apostle Tahar has spoken to him plenty of times. And we know Apostle Tahar to be a very wise man, and he backs everything he says up with scripture. So, I truly believe he knows that we are Yashala, but like I said, he has a job to be done, even though he's not going to fulfill that job, you know, he's not going to um, see it come to fruition, whatever, the plan is for them. This is 2 Timothy 2:23. And it reads, "But foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender stripes." Yeah, so he asks the same stupid questions, and all it's going to do is have us go back and forth with him. And it's just going to bring up strife. Verse 24, "And the servant of Yahweh by Shem Shah must not strive, but be gentle unto all men, apt to teach, patient. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's nothing wrong with going back and forth, but just don't get all riled up about this guy because this is his job. It says from the scriptures, from the womb we have been banging out with Eve, so we have to use wisdom. Our weapons of our warfare are not carnal. We have to keep spiritual. Be spiritual in this thing. Always be apt to teach. Though, always make sure we got our precepts on deck. Always make sure we know what we're speaking. But like I said, some brothers know vocab come up. You can ignore him, man. He's basically, he's here just to be here. You know. Um, Yeah, it says, and the servant of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua must not strive, but be gentle unto all men, apt to teach and be patient. And what are we being patient for? We're being patient, enduring to the end, so we can receive our kingdom. Because vocab's in his kingdom right now. He's getting paid to go all across the northern hemisphere, primarily America, to go from Cali to the East Coast, down south, everywhere, and he just pops up on you. How does he know where we're at? He knows where we're at because he's being paid to go to these camps. Let's go to Proverbs. Like I said, I ain't gonna make this long. It's gonna be real quick. Proverbs 15:1. It says, "A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger." So when you're dealing with people like this, sometimes it's best to be like, "All right, yo, you got it," because our job is to wake up the elect. We know that vocab's not the elect, so or anybody with him. Because he just wanted views. After the camp was over, he still had two different cameras on the brothers. You know, so it might behoove you to just be like, "All right, you got it, whatever." And tune them out, because what it say, grievous words stir up anger. So if you hit them, you cut the wicked with the truth, they're going to get angry because they're supposed to keep it wicked. You hit them with the truth. Hey, Isaiah 8:20. What is it? Isaiah 8:20. Let's see what that is. I believe that is. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, to the law and the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. There's no light in them at all. So, we got to deal with that and just keep it pushing. I'm going to get one more scripture and I'm going to close out. This is Proverbs 26:4. It says, "Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit." So when the people like him walk up to the camp, he's trying to stir up folly. And it says, "Answer not a fool according to it." So don't, when he comes up, when people, not just him, anybody that comes up, because we can read the spirit where somebody's coming just to argue or be ignorant or be a fool, man. You know. And what's the? I remember there's a saying that Jay-Z recited: "Don't argue with fools, because people from a distance can't tell who is who." So you're basically going down to that level when you going back and forth with him. It says, "Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit." So he might look wise, even though he's the one stirring up folly, because you might fall into their trap. Wasting your time, wasting your breath. You know, then we are in the flesh, so sometimes we get tired of dealing with these people. So we might show anger or frustration when we could have just tuned them out, dialed them out, just kept doing what the Lord told us to do. And that's focus on waking up the elect so we could get up out of it. And that's all I wanted to bring out. I won't make this short and sweet because, like I said, I'm at the plantation and people starting to come out. So with that, man, I hope this was edifying. So the next time we'll say all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Hashem Dash, double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, Kwame Yashala, Mawaf Love Shalom.